I'd like to begin by wishing my fellow classmates a very happy graduation. I am proud to share the stage with them tonight and to welcome and thank you for all being here to celebrate our achievements. My name is Laken and I am honored to be the 2016 CCS Valedictorian. This accomplishment fulfills a dream that I've had since I saw my very first baccalaureate in kindergarten. For those of you who know me, you know how important my academics are to me, but they're not the reason I feel that God has put me here tonight. It was a challenge to get where I am today, but not my greatest, and along the way, I've learned many valuable lessons. One of my greatest challenges is dealing with disappointment. Sometimes life is not fair. Sometimes we make choices that disappoint others, and sometimes we make choices that disappoint ourselves. I think all of us can relate. We can be our own worst critics and even judge each other based on weaknesses that we see in ourselves. I'm certain that all of us have endless stories of disappointment. After all, it is virtually impossible to make it through middle school without. But one of the most valuable lessons I've ever been taught during my time at CCS comes from the first year of Big Kid Chapel with Mrs. Mesa. It is a scripture that I have held dear to my heart through elementary school and called upon in my darkest and most dramatic hours of middle school. It comes from Psalm 139:14, and it says, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well." This is something that every single one of us can carry with us to the next stage of our lives. We are all different, but those differences define who we are. A world without difference is a world of sameness. We must be ourselves and show each other and ourselves grace. CCS has been my third home, just behind the dance studio, for 11 years. It's provided the teachers that have helped me achieve academic greatness and the love and encouragement to find myself. My journey at CCS began as a purple penguin in preschool. My first and strongest relationships began right off the bat. Some of you have been with me through every class all the way up. Each teacher has taught me many valuable lessons. In Mrs. B's kindergarten class, my parents started to see my perfectionism in action. They noticed that I wouldn't write sentences with bigger words in them. When asked why I could say them, but not write them, I replied that I did not know how to spell them. I was afraid to disappoint Mrs. B, my parents, and myself. Mrs. B suggested that I use a dictionary to look up bigger words, and from then on, my sentences were more complex. Mrs. B, who validated my feelings and gave me tools to learn and grow without changing who I am. I was scared to leave kindergarten, but Mrs. Boom's first grade class was the most nurturing class I have ever been in. You really brought meaning to being a sunshine kid. By second grade, my academics had become a very serious matter to me. Mrs. Rollins, thank you for making me my own special work packets and for letting my mom and Erin Sheffield mess around in the back of your classroom. Mrs. Z, you introduced me to group work, which is my greatest struggle to this day. I was in what I would consider a difficult group. You helped me control my frustrations and use it as positive energy to get work done. In fourth grade, Mrs. Randall showed me how fun you can make a boring assignment or topic. Mrs. McCune's fifth grade class taught me my valuable writing skills. She also taught me how to conduct thorough research and to take responsibility for my own actions. And of course, my elementary experience would not have been so amazing without Mrs. Landers, who knew my name by the end of my first day of kindergarten and always gave the best hugs. I love and admire you all. Moving up to middle school and having a class of only 15 has its pros and cons. You know each person like a sibling, and if you're having a bad day, you cannot escape. You have to confront the problem. Middle school teachers have taught me how to be resilient when something doesn't go my way or someone hurts my feelings. I think this is because they are resilient themselves. I thank you all. To Mrs. Frega, you gave me many opportunities to serve others and be a leader. I gained a lot of confidence in myself because of this. One teacher that has been my mentor for the past 2 years is Mr. Severin, not only because his puns and sarcasm speak my language, but because he knows how to motivate me to do my best. His positive notes made me want to challenge myself not only in history, but in life. My entire CCS experience has shown me that it's okay for me to sometimes go outside the lines. Leaving the school, I remember all the lessons CCS has taught me and apply them to my life, because after all, what's knowledge if you don't apply it? Academics are not my only passion in life. I love dance. Piano brings me joy. Those teachers have made a major impact on my life as well. My dance friends are the craziest people I know, but I love them. To my CCS friends, those who have come, gone, or stayed, I'm happy to look out and see some of you tonight. You have all made growing up better. Sometimes that didn't mean easier, just better. You have created memories that will last a lifetime. You are all fearfully and wonderfully made. And thank you to my parents and grandparents for investing so much of themselves into my education. You have provided support and encouragement every step of the way. I would like to end with a hallmark greeting that in all seriousness summarizes my feelings about graduation. Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. Thank you, CCS, and congratulations to class of 2016. Now I'd like to invite up the salutatorian, Ben Maidenberg.